All right, let's compare this little guy where the last bit of work kind of encroached in this space. But let's compare this little series, or big series, we'll see. That depends on its convergence or divergence, right? Well, let's compare that to something else that looks kind of logical. So we're going to compare to this. All right, first thought. What's your first thought? What do you want to compare it to? Well, clearly a fraction and clearly out of focus. Let's keep moving. 1 in the numerator, and I'm thinking for very large values of k, going towards infinity, of course, 5k is not nearly as important or has the magnitude of k cubed. So let's just compare it to that, which is, okay, what kind of series is this? Oops, that should say k, not n. K equals 1. This is a P series, and we're using K instead of N, of course. Had a hard time with that there, but yeah. Which is a P series that, okay, does it converge or diverge? Well, P is 3, so it's going to converge. Converges. I'm just going to say P equals 3. All right, good to know. Well, because I have a convergent series, I would like this to be smaller than my convergent series so I can guarantee its convergence. Here we go. If the large series converges, so the one we made up needs to be the bigger one, then the one they gave us needs to be smaller so we can determine its convergence. So a little backwards to think of sometimes, but let's go for it. So here we go. I'll say it again. The one that we made up converges, so the other one had better be smaller. So I'm going to aim for a less than symbol here, and we're just going to think about it logically for just a second. For values of k, plug in a 1, which denominator is bigger? That one. Plug in a 2, which denominator is bigger? That one. Plug in a 3, which denominator is bigger? That one. You get my drift. This denominator will always be larger, so this fraction will always be smaller. So this is true, therefore I'm just going to keep this thought going. This is true for k greater than or equal to 1. Usually it's n, like I said, but not this one. K greater than or equal to 1. Therefore, the series they gave us, that I was about to write on the next line, but I can squeeze it up here. The series they gave us, k cubed plus 5k, also converges. All right, we have a couple things. We have a series we made up that converged. We showed that the series we made up was bigger than this one, and therefore it must also converge. Use different colors for the same idea, but yeah, it works.